Have you ever felt like you gave him everything, your love, your time, your body, only to still feel like something was missing between you, like no matter how much you gave, something in him stayed disconnected, quiet, almost searching for something else? Here's the truth that no one talks about out loud. A man craves something deeper than touch. He craves to feel something real. A connection that awakens his soul, not just his skin. And the woman who knows how to give that, she becomes unforgettable. He may not say it, he may not even realize it at first, but the truth is, what he secretly desires more than anything is to feel seen, respected, and emotionally safe. More than just being desired, he wants to feel admired. More than just intimacy, he wants to feel inspired. It's not the body that keeps him coming back. It's the energy, the presence, the power a woman holds when she knows exactly who she is. Because any woman can offer him a thrill, but only one woman makes him feel like a man, not by fixing him, not by giving more, but by standing firm in her own light, her own love, her own calm certainty. And when she does, he finds peace in her silence. He finds strength in her softness. He finds everything he didn't know he was starving for in the one woman who stopped trying to please and started living from her power. There's a reason why some women are remembered forever, why her voice still echoes in his mind, why her absence feels heavier than any argument could ever explain. It's because she wasn't just there for his body, she touched his spirit. She mirrored back the parts of him he hides from the world. She didn't beg to be chosen. She simply became so powerful, so self-owned, that he couldn't forget her even if he tried. And that beautiful woman is your truth too. You don't win him by proving you're better than her. You win by becoming the kind of woman who doesn't need to compete. You are not here to impress. You are here to reign. And queens, once you realize this, once you stop lowering yourself to be understood and start rising to be respected, you become the desire he didn't even know he had. Write this in the comments and claim it. I give connection, not just attention. If this message sparked something inside you, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are building an empire of self-aware women who know their worth. And queens, we rise together. Number 1. He craves the feeling of being chosen when you didn't have to choose him. Have you ever wondered why he suddenly becomes more drawn to you when you stop needing him and start standing fully in your power? Why his energy shifts the moment you stop chasing, stop proving, and simply exist in your strength? It's because what he truly craves, what touches him deeper than your body ever could, is the feeling of being chosen by a woman who didn't need to choose him. That's the secret he'll never say out loud. He doesn't just want to be wanted. He wants to be honored by a woman who could have anyone, yet chose him with her full heart and clear mind. A man's deepest desire isn't just physical, it's emotional significance. He wants to feel irreplaceable in your world, not because you need him to breathe, but because you want him even in your completeness. That's the difference between attention and intention. Attention can come from anywhere, but intention, that only comes from a woman who knows she is the table, the crown, the storm, and still, she extends her hand. True power is not in being needed, it's in being desired by the one who needs no one. This is what makes you unforgettable to him, because queens, even before he realizes it, he's more moved by your power than your presence. When you stop trying to earn love and simply embody it, that's when he feels drawn to you in a way he can't explain. He's not obsessed with your body. He's obsessed with the peace your presence brings. Think of a rose blooming in the middle of a wild field. It doesn't ask to be picked. It simply grows, bold and beautiful, knowing that anyone who passes will feel its magic. That's you. He was expecting to be chased. He wasn't ready for your stillness. He wasn't prepared for the quiet confidence of a woman who can stand alone, but chooses him anyway. Dear lady, this is not about shrinking or proving. This is about rising. The woman who owns her worth without needing permission is the one who awakens something deeper in him than any desire he's ever known. Write this in the comments and claim it. I choose with power, not need. Queens, if this spoke to your heart, like this video and subscribe. We are building a sisterhood of powerful women who know their worth, speak with intention, and reign with love. And trust me, the world and he will feel your presence. Number 2. He secretly longs for emotional safety, but he'll never ask for it. Have you ever wondered why he pulls back right when things start to feel real? Why he goes quiet, shuts down, or suddenly becomes distant even when everything seems to be going well? It's not always because he's bored. It's not always because he wants space. Sometimes it's because he's scared of being seen too deeply. And what he secretly longs for, but will never ask for, is emotional safety. Not just love, not just attention, but the kind of peace where he doesn't feel judged, where he doesn't feel like he has to perform. That kind of space, it's more powerful than sex, because even the strongest man has quiet wounds, and no matter how tough he acts, he wants to feel like he can lay his armor down. He wants to feel that his emotions are not a weakness. He wants to feel that opening up won't make you lose respect for him, but he won't say that out loud. He won't ask for that, because the world taught him to hide it, to be wanted for his strength, not his softness. That's why the woman who can offer him emotional safety without shaming his vulnerability, she becomes unforgettable. Love is not just found in the touch, it's found in the quiet where two hearts can exhale. And queens, the woman who gives a man that kind of breath, she stays in his soul forever. Think of a tree in a storm. It doesn't fight the wind, it roots deeper. That's how your energy should feel to him, rooted, calm, steady. Not desperate for closeness, but powerful enough to hold space. And when he feels that, when he feels that your presence is not another battlefield, he will lean in without even realizing it. But let me make this clear. You do not create that peace by shrinking. You do not hold space by losing yourself. You create it by knowing who you are, by staying grounded in your worth, by understanding that you are the safe space, not because you let him do whatever he wants, but because your love doesn't come with fear, control, or chaos. It comes with clarity. Dear woman, stop thinking you need to win him with your body. It's your presence that he craves most. And once you realize the quiet strength you carry, you will stop chasing and start attracting. Queens, write this in the comments and claim it. I am his peace, not his pressure. We are here, building a world where your heart is not a battlefield, but a throne. And queens, it's time to reign. Number 3. He desires respect more than attention. Have you ever noticed how he lights up when you admire something he built? When you praise his discipline, his purpose, or how he held himself together in a hard moment? You could wear the most beautiful dress, give him all your attention, but nothing sinks deeper than the quiet power of genuine respect. Because here's the truth, he desires respect more than attention, not just admiration for how he looks, but for who he is when no one's watching. When a woman sees that, really sees it, she unlocks something in him that not even intimacy could ever reach. You can send 100 sweet texts, you can give all the attention in the world, but if he doesn't feel respected, he will still feel unseen. He may smile, he may stay, but something in him remains distant, closed off. And it's not because you're not enough, it's because respect is the key that opens the part of him no one else has ever touched. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." And that's all he wants, to be seen as one, not just treated well, but honored in a way that reminds him he is enough, even when he falls short. He doesn't want to be worshipped, he just wants to know that the woman beside him sees his effort, not just his flaws, his drive, not just his distractions. Think of a lion. It doesn't roar to be noticed, it doesn't fight for attention. It stands in silence and the whole jungle watches. That's what he wants to feel like with you, not praised for show, but respected for his presence, his essence, his core. And the woman who can offer that? She owns a part of him he didn't even know he gave away. This is where you rise. This is where you stop performing, stop proving, stop questioning if you're enough, and start remembering who you are. Because when you know your worth, you don't chase his attention. You attract his devotion. And queens, this is where we step in. Not with loud words or desperate gestures, but with a quiet, graceful power that commands respect without ever asking for it. Write this in the comments and claim it. I attract respect, not just attention. We're building a space for powerful women who love without losing themselves. And queens, this is just the beginning. Number 4. He aches to feel needed, but not in a desperate way. Have you ever wondered why a man seems so drawn to your energy when you're standing tall in your own world, but pulls away the moment you start giving him everything? Why he glows under your praise, but slowly drifts when he feels you've made him your everything? It's because he aches to feel needed, but not in a desperate way. He doesn't want to feel like your lifeline. He wants to feel like your crown, not the reason you survive, but the one who makes your empire even stronger. He wants to matter. He wants to be valued, but not because you're incomplete without him. No, what grips his soul is when he sees that you've already built your peace, your joy, your purpose, and still you let him in. Not because you had to, but because you wanted to. That's the secret pull that touches deeper than physical connection ever could. When a woman walks with fullness and still holds space for him, that's when he feels chosen, not used. That's when he feels like a man. Need me, not because you're empty, but because with me you overflow. That's the energy he can't walk away from. Think of a fire that burns strong on its own, but welcomes a log to grow warmer, not to survive, but to thrive. That's how he wants to feel in your life, like a gift, not a patch, like an addition, not a rescue. He doesn't want to be your escape, he wants to be your elevation. And now, lovely woman, it's time to shift, to stop waiting to be saved and start building a life where he can be invited, not needed. You are not broken, you are whole, and your wholeness is the very thing that will awaken the part of him that longs to protect, to provide, to pour in, not because you lack, but because you already have it all. You are not here to cling, you are here to reign. So hear me now, beautiful queen. The moment you stop grasping and start glowing, he feels it, he senses the difference. And the man who is meant for you, he will rise to meet that power, not run from it. Write this affirmation in the comments and claim it. I am wanted, not needed. If this message lit something inside you, like this video and subscribe. We are working every day to remind you of your truth, your power, and your crown. Queens, your time has come. Number 5. He wants to be understood in silence more than praised in noise. Have you ever sat beside a man, heard his voice, laughed with him, touched him, and yet, deep down, felt like you never really reached him? Like there was something in him that remained hidden, untouched, guarded, even when his body was right next to yours. That, right there, is the quiet truth most never tell you. He wants to be understood in silence more than praised in noise. What he desires most isn't loud. It's not shouting admiration. It's not clapping hands or sugar-coated compliments. It's presence. It's peace. It's the safety of being seen without saying a word. A man can get applause from the world. He can be praised by friends, admired by women, even desired for his looks or success. But none of that compares to the quiet power of a woman who feels him without him needing to speak. Because when she hears what he never says, when she sits in his silence and makes it feel like home instead of pressure, he falls. Not for her body, not for her words, but for the space she becomes, a space where his soul doesn't have to fight to be known. As the saying goes, some things are too deep for words, but not too deep for understanding. And that kind of understanding? It's rarer than beauty. It's more seductive than any touch. It's what keeps him coming back long after the chemistry fades. He remembers how you made him feel, not just what you said. Because while others cheered for his mask, you saw the man beneath it and loved him there. Think of it like a quiet forest. While everyone runs to the noise of fireworks, he ends up craving the calm of stillness, the one who makes him feel safe in that silence. She becomes unforgettable. Queens, this is where your power begins. Not in chasing, not in performing, not in always needing to say the right thing, but in becoming the woman who doesn't need to fill every moment with noise to prove her worth. Your stillness becomes his peace. Your calm becomes his craving. And now it's your time to step into that. You are not here to compete with noise. You are here to master the silence. You are not made to shout. You are meant to be felt. He may not say it, but he's starving for the woman who listens without demanding, who sees without forcing, who holds space without shrinking. Write this in the comments and claim it. My silence speaks louder than praise. We're here working hard to bring you the truth, the strength, and the lessons you were always worthy of. Because the woman who understands in silence, she reigns without ever raising her voice. Number 6. He desires to feel emotionally exclusive, not just physically wanted. Have you ever wondered why he pulls back right after it feels like everything's finally clicking? Why he responds to your touch, your words, your energy, then suddenly goes quiet, distant, confused? It's not that you did anything wrong. It's not even that he stopped wanting you. The truth is, what he secretly desires is to feel emotionally exclusive to you, not just physically wanted, but emotionally chosen in a way no other man ever has been. He wants to believe that your softness isn't available to just anyone, that your vulnerability, your loyalty, your deepest self isn't something he has to fight for, but something sacred that you freely give only to him. And the moment he senses that he is just another body in your space, just another man in your phone, just another story in your timeline, that's when he starts to emotionally retreat. Because what his soul aches for is this: to be your only one in the places that matter most. A man may chase beauty with his eyes, but he bonds with exclusivity in your energy. He stays for the feeling that your peace has his name on it, that your care, your presence, your emotional openness was not mass-produced. It was crafted just for him, because he earned it. Think of a key. A key opens many things, but only one lock will fit a queen's true heart. He doesn't want to be one of many. He wants to be the only one who ever got close enough to unlock that version of you. And when you give that part of yourself, slowly, intentionally, confidently, without performing, without begging, without pretending, you become irreplaceable. Queens, this is what separates a woman who's seen from a woman who's kept. Not the way she dresses, not the way she looks, but the way she makes him feel emotionally special in a world that's hungry for shallow attention. Don't just touch his body, reach his core. Show him that his presence in your world isn't a coincidence, it's a conscious choice. Write this in the comments and claim it. My energy is not for everyone. Because queens, you are not just beautiful, you are sacred. You don't attract with performance, you attract by being unforgettable. Number 7. He is starving for the kind of love that doesn't perform. It just is. Have you ever wondered why he pulls back when everything looks perfect on the outside? Why he seems distant, even when the nights are warm, the laughter is flowing and your body is close? It's because, deep down, he's starving for the kind of love that doesn't perform. It just is. He may not say it out loud, but he's tired of love that feels like a show. He wants something real, something still, something that doesn't need to prove anything. He wants to rest, not just beside you, but within you. He wants to feel like he's enough without trying, not because of what he does, what he gives, or how he shows up, but simply because he exists. And when a woman gives that kind of love, that still, powerful kind of presence, she becomes unforgettable, not because she chased him, but because she held space for him in a way no one ever did. Like a flame that doesn't flicker for attention, but still lights up a whole room. You are that flame. You don't have to do backflips to be seen. You don't need to shapeshift to be loved. When you love with quiet confidence, when your love isn't loud, but felt, he feels safe. And queens, that safety is rarer than beauty. It's more seductive than seduction. And that's what keeps a man craving your energy long after your name leaves his lips. As the poet Rumi once said, the quieter you become, the more you can hear. That's what he's listening for now, not the noise, not the show, but the real, the kind of love that doesn't wear a mask, the kind that speaks without needing to say a word, the kind that lets him take off his armor and still feel powerful. Lovely woman, you are not here to perform, you are here to be. Your presence is the love he didn't even know he needed. Your peace is what shakes his soul, and the moment you stop proving and start embodying, you step into a kind of royalty that no man forgets. Write this in the comments and claim it. I am peace he can feel. Queens, if this message reminded you of your power, like this video and subscribe. We're building an empire where love isn't begged for, it's honored, where women don't perform, they reign.